Today we're journeying to the heart of home-style cooking with a dish that's as comforting as a warm hearth on a chilly evening, Baingan Aloo. This vegetarian delight, hailing from the vibrant land of India, is a testament to the magic that happens when simple ingredients come together in perfect harmony. Imagine tender eggplant, lovingly kissed by the warmth of the skillet, mingling with fluffy potatoes and a symphony of aromatic spices. That's Baingan Aloo for you, a dish that's as humble as it is flavorful, and one that's sure to become a staple in your own homes. Across generations, this dish has graced tables, bringing families and loved ones together. It's a reminder that the best meals are often the simplest, made with love and a whole lot of heart. So gather round, my friends, and let's embark on this culinary adventure together. We're going to create a Baingan Aloo that'll warm your kitchens and fill your homes with the aromas of comfort and joy. Now, before we embark on our cooking adventure, let's gather our provisions for this delightful Baingan Aloo. This dish, a staple in many Indian households, is a beautiful blend of eggplants and potatoes, cooked to perfection with a medley of spices. Fear not, you won't need to embark on a long journey to find these ingredients. Most of them are everyday items that you probably already have in your kitchen, or can easily find at your local market. They're likely already nestled in your pantry or waiting for you at the local market. It's all about knowing what to look for and how to bring these ingredients together in harmony. We'll be needing 2 medium-sized eggplants, their skin glistening with the promise of a delicious meal. Make sure they are firm and shiny, as these are indicators of freshness. Grab yourself 3 medium-sized potatoes, the kind that practically melt in your mouth after they're cooked. These will add a hearty texture to our dish, balancing the softness of the eggplants. 2 medium-sized onions, their layers ready to release their sweet and savory flavors. Onions are the backbone of many dishes, providing a depth of flavor that is simply irreplaceable. 4 plump, juicy tomatoes bring in a touch of sweetness and a vibrant hue to our dish. Tomatoes will add a slight tanginess that complements the other ingredients perfectly. A tablespoon each of ginger and garlic, these aromatic heroes will infuse our Baingan Aloo with their signature warmth. Freshly grated ginger and garlic are always best for that intense, authentic flavor. Ah, the heart and soul of Indian cooking. Spices are what make Indian cuisine so unique and flavorful. We'll be using a teaspoon each of turmeric powder, red chili powder, adjust to your liking folks, and cumin powder. These spices will give our dish its vibrant color and a kick of heat. And of course, a pinch of asafoetida, that magical spice that elevates our dish with its unique aroma. Just a small amount can make a big difference. For a burst of freshness and a touch of heat, we'll need a handful of chopped cilantro and 2 to 3 green chilies. Cilantro adds a fresh herby note, while green chilies bring in that extra zing. And finally, no kitchen is complete without good quality oil for cooking. I prefer sunflower oil, and salt to taste. The oil will help in bringing all the flavors together, and salt will enhance them. With our ingredients prepped and ready, we're all set to transform these humble ingredients into a culinary masterpiece. So roll up your sleeves and let's get cooking. Now that we've gathered our bounty, it's time to prep our ingredients. This is where the magic begins, folks. This step is key to unlocking the full potential of our Baingan Aloo. Proper preparation ensures that every bite is a burst of flavor. Remember, folks, even the simplest dish shines when we treat our ingredients with care and attention. It's all about respecting the produce. First, we'll give our eggplants a good wash and chop them into bite-sized cubes. This ensures they cook evenly and absorb flavors well. Now, eggplant can be a bit temperamental, soaking up oil like a thirsty traveler in the desert. But don't fret, we've got a solution. But don't you worry, we've got a little trick up our sleeves. Toss the chopped eggplant with a teaspoon of salt and set it aside for about 15 minutes. This'll help draw out any excess moisture and prevent them from turning soggy during cooking. It's a small step that makes a big difference. While the eggplant rests, let's turn our attention to the potatoes. These starchy gems will add a hearty texture to our dish. Peel them, give them a good rinse, and chop them into cubes similar in size to the eggplant. Consistency is key for even cooking. We want all our ingredients to cook evenly, creating a harmonious blend of flavors and textures. This balance is what makes the dish special. Next, we'll finely chop our onions, dice our tomatoes, and mince the ginger and garlic. These aromatics are the soul of our dish. Onions bring sweetness, tomatoes add tanginess, and ginger and garlic provide a warm, spicy kick. Together, they create a symphony of flavors. These aromatic ingredients will form the base of our flavorful gravy, infusing the dish with layers of aroma and taste. It's the foundation of our Baingan Aloo. And with that, our ingredients are prepped and ready for their transformation. Each component is now primed to contribute to the final masterpiece. Let's move on to the heart of our culinary adventure, the cook-in. This is where all our hard work pays off and the magic truly happens. Stay tuned as we bring these humble ingredients together to create a dish that's sure to delight your taste buds and warm your soul. Now let's heat up our trusty skillet or Dutch oven over medium heat and add about 2 tablespoons of oil. Once the oil shimmers, it's time for our spices to dance. Add the cumin seeds and let them sizzle for a few seconds, releasing their warm, earthy aroma. Next, toss in the minced ginger and garlic, cooking for a minute until fragrant. Now add the chopped onions and cook until they soften and turn translucent, like little jewels glistening in the pan. It's time to introduce our tomatoes to the party. Add the diced tomatoes, along with the turmeric powder, red chili powder, and cumin powder. Stir well and cook for about 5 to 7 minutes, allowing the tomatoes to soften and the spices to meld together, creating a vibrant and fragrant base for our dish. Now, for the stars of our show, the eggplant and potatoes. Add them to the pan, along with salt to taste, and stir gently to coat them in the spice mixture. Cook for about 10 to 15 minutes, stir occasionally until the eggplant is tender and the potatoes are cooked through. While our Baingan Aloo simmers away, let's talk about some tips that'll elevate this dish from delicious to absolutely divine. Section 5. Secrets from my kitchen. Tips for a flavorful Baingan Aloo. Now folks, every good cook has a few tricks up their sleeve, and I'm about to share some of my secrets for a Baingan Aloo that'll have your family licking their plates clean. This dish is a classic in many households, but with a few tweaks, you can elevate it to a whole new level. First off, remember the salt we added to the eggplant. It's a crucial step that many overlook. Well, that wasn't just to prevent sogginess. The salt draws out excess moisture, ensuring the eggplant doesn't turn mushy when cooked. It also helps to remove any bitterness the eggplant might have. This is especially important if you're using larger, older eggplants, which can sometimes have a more pronounced bitter taste. It's a simple step that makes a world of difference in the final flavor. Trust me, your taste buds will thank you. Secondly, don't be afraid to adjust the spices to your liking. Spices are the heart and soul of this dish, and getting them just right can make all the difference. If you prefer a milder flavor, start with half the amount of chili powder and add more gradually. This way, you can control the heat level to suit your palate. And if you like a little extra kick, feel free to add a pinch of cayenne pepper or a few more green chilies. The heat from the chilies will balance beautifully with the other spices. Now, for a richer flavor, try adding a dollop of yogurt or a splash of coconut milk towards the end of the cook-in process. This not only enhances the flavor, but also gives the dish a luxurious, creamy texture. This'll add a creamy texture and a touch of sweetness that complements the spices beautifully. It's a little trick that can transform your Baingan Aloo from good to great. And finally, never underestimate the power of fresh herbs. Fresh herbs can elevate any dish, and Baingan Aloo is no exception. A sprinkle of chopped cilantro just before serving adds a burst of freshness that brightens up the whole dish. The vibrant green color also makes the dish look more appealing. With these little tips, you'll be creating a Baingan Aloo that's bursting with flavor and will have everyone coming back for seconds. So go ahead, give these tips a try, and watch as your Baingan Aloo becomes the star of the dinner table. Section 6. A culinary symphony, serving our hearty Baingan Aloo. Our Baingan Aloo is now simmering away, filling our kitchens with the most tantalizing aromas. But before we dig in, let's talk about how to best present this culinary masterpiece. Baingan Aloo is incredibly versatile. You can enjoy it as a hearty main course with a side of fluffy basmati rice, or scoop it up with warm naan bread. It's also delicious served with roti, chapati, or even a simple salad for a lighter meal. For a truly authentic experience, sprinkle some finely chopped red onions and a squeeze of lime juice over your Baingan Aloo just before serving. This adds a tangy twist that balances out the richness of the dish. And of course, no meal is complete without a touch of greenery. Garnish your Baingan Aloo with a generous sprinkle of fresh cilantro, a few slices of green chilies for those who like a little heat, and a dollop of yogurt for a cool and creamy finish. Now gather your loved ones around the table because it's time to savor the fruits of our labor. Section 7. Until next time, sharing the joy of homestyle cooking. Well, folks, that's how we make a Baingan Aloo that's as heartwarming as it is delicious. Remember, cooking is all about bringing people together, sharing stories and laughter over a delicious meal. If you enjoyed this culinary journey with me today, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more homestyle cooking adventures. And be sure to let me know in the comments below how your Baingan Aloo turned out. I always love hearing from y'all. Until next time, happy cooking and God bless.